Hello everyone, this is Ronnie with another video, and today I want to talk about something that I've been thinking about because I've known a lot of friends who have been on a vegan diet and they've went back to eating meat and a non-vegan diet, and some people have asked me, would you go back to a meat diet of this, that or the other or whatever? And I often wonder, why have people went back to a meat diet when it's so clear, so obvious, so well studied that meat is such an unhealthy food and it causes disease and death. Why would people go back to disease, death, and the foods of disease? Well, I've realised that a lot of vegans don't really believe that, don't think that, haven't learned that, haven't got that clear in their mind, haven't looked at the information over and over and over to the point that it goes, oh right, meat causes death, disease, disability. Yeah, I think I should never go back to eating that. I see, it's actually a health issue as well, not just an animal rights thing. A lot of vegans don't see that. And there's a lot of vegans, and some of you, so here's the question that I've asked some friends recently. Do you believe that someone that eats meat can be as healthy as a vegan? Do you believe that someone that eats meat can be as healthy as a vegan? There are many vegans that will say yes. There are many vegans that will say yes. I would say not a chance. There is never, there's basically no meat eater that's healthier than a vegan. If you eat a food that is by definition carcinogenic, that is by definition a cause of heart disease, cause of disease, how can you be healthier than someone that doesn't eat those foods? Now I get what you're going to think, well, there's vegans that are overweight and there's people that eat meat who have a six-pack. Yeah, and there's vegans that are severely obese, and that's not a good thing. Of course they're unhealthy. If you want to look at the absolute extremes, and yes, there's vegans that are 95 years old that are just about to die. So yeah, if you want to make those comparisons and go into all these things, then yeah, sure. But if you want to take two relatively similar people, one eats meat, one's a vegan, there is no chance ever that the meat eater is healthier. Not a chance. And it's very simple. Meat causes disease. It's like saying, well, we've got this one person, they're undergoing, they've come out of a nuclear disaster and they've suffered radiation. And there's this other person that hasn't suffered radiation. Who's healthier? Well, of course the person that hasn't suffered radiation. It's really simple. But people don't get how damaging meat is, how clearly linked it is with disease, how clearly it damages people. It's so obvious. There's no question about that. So when someone then jumps back to eating meat and they're like, yeah, I want to experiment with that. Why? What are you experimenting with? Don't claim you're doing it out of health. Say that you're doing it because you want to go back to doing what your friends are doing or whatever. That's fine. Just say that. Have the strength to say that. You know what I mean? Have the strength and the courage to say, hey, I just want to go and do the habits, the norm of society. I want to fit back in. I want to be, living an easy life. I don't want to stand for anything. I just want to go back to normal. That's okay. But be honest and admit that it's not for health reasons. Like, don't be trying to pull this over people. People eating steak and eggs. Oh, this is for health reasons. Are you kidding? Like, we're not that dumb. So, there is no meat eater that's healthier. And I know what you're going to say. Well, I saw this meat eater in the gym and he had a six-pack and he looked good. Yeah, loads of people look good when they're young. There's loads of people that look better than me, I get it. But they're not healthier than me. They just aren't. Like every guy you know in the gym who's got a good physique, who's having the whey proteins and eats loads of protein, they're not healthier than me. Because health isn't something you just see on the outside. You're talking about fitness. Yeah, they're fitter than me. They're stronger than me. They're more athletic than me. That's for sure. But they're not healthier. Because the first thing about health is this absence of disease or illness. These people are already causing disease. They already have the start of heart disease and diabetes, most people. It's not going to manifest for a while, but they've already got the start of it. And all these health gurus that eat meat, every single one of them is going to get high blood pressure, heart disease, diabetes if they keep going. It doesn't matter how much exercise they do. It doesn't matter how many supplements they do. It doesn't matter. All this nonsense. They're either going to avoid it through fasting now and again, which some of these people do, through doing a juice fast now and again, through going vegan sometimes, which is what some of these people do. But primarily a lot of them will fast because a meat diet makes you feel so horrendous, so terrible, that you end up eating nothing rather than doing it. And it's just the little secret of that, the dirty secret of that community. Vegans are always healthier in every single way. Body mass index, healthier weight on vegans on average. Healthier in terms of avoiding disease, healthier in terms of mental health. Like everything is better for vegans. Hormones, everything. So life is good. But yeah, there's no question in my mind. I used to think that. Well, some of these paleo people look healthy. Maybe they've got something to say, and you know, if you take out all the processed foods, maybe they're healthy as well. That's just because I hadn't dived into it more. And if some of you are thinking that, you've not dived into it more. You have to dive into it more. The studies on low carb diets, kidney damage within 9 months. It's irreversible. Stupid. It's dumb. And these psychopaths are leading people down this road, and they don't care. You know, they've chosen to do that. Their ego's so invested in it. So the studies come out, meat's carcinogenic. Hey, meat is carcinogenic. Like, it's proven. Oh, the World Health Organization, they don't know what they're doing. It's conspiracy theories. You know, it's just nonsense. So, it's a weird state of affairs, but that's where I'm clear on. Vegans are healthier. Every time. It doesn't matter about fitness. Fitness is a small part of the fulcrum of health, but your fitness will not protect you from heart disease. It doesn't protect you from cancer. And it is absolutely stupid when people say things like, I saw this speech by a guy. I don't want to say stupid, that's not nice, but he had cancer. And he goes, you know, I was fit, I was healthy, I ate healthy, I looked after myself, I did this. I'm healthier than most people in this room. And he gets down and does push-ups. He died of cancer like 6 months later or a few months later. It's called like The Last Lecture or something. You can check it out. So it was quite famous. The guy was the least healthy person in the room. A guy obese sitting in the room was healthier because he didn't have cancer. That's how it works. So an obese vegan that doesn't have heart disease is healthier than a guy with a six-pack its arteries are already starting to block up. That's the number one thing, by the way. Is your diet causing your arteries to plaque up? That's number one. And if your diet is not protecting you from that, you're on a bad diet. Is your diet causing diabetes? If it is, you're on a bad diet. If it's the diet that other people use to get diabetes, it's a bad diet. I heard another person say, my mom's got diabetes, she's the healthiest person got the healthiest diet I know. No, she's got the diabetes diet. This is type 2 diabetes, by the way. Someone else. Oh, when I took cancer, I was eating healthy, never had sugar, never did this, never ate white bread. Never, it's like, doesn't matter, you still had the cancer diet. You know, you had a diet that led to cancer. If your diet leads towards disease, you know, it's not a healthy diet. And you're not a healthy person. And you can do as many push-ups as you like. It's so weird that some of these guys that go back to eating meat, it's like they want to get bigger. They think they're going to get hormones. Oh, if I eat more meat, I can go... And they use this bro science nonsense. The cholesterol turns into hormones, turns into bullshit, turns into muscle. You're a big muscly man now. It's like, grow up, guys. It's not an alpha male. It's not what you want to be as a man. Like, the great men, they don't need to have the muscles, because they, like, who are the real alpha males, like the gangsters at the top or whatever? They don't need muscles. They've got a whole bunch of guys around them with muscles. You know, that's a real that's the real leader. You know, that's the real alpha male. Do you know what I mean? Like, and he takes care of them all. That's why they look after him, because the alpha male takes care of everyone else. Takes care of everyone else. It's not about you being the muscliest guy or whatever. So guys need to go back to, you know, taking life a bit more seriously. You know, taking your... I like all the Jordan Peterson stuff, like take your job seriously, take your life seriously. Start organising yourself, start getting your stuff together. You know, get better at your work. Get promoted, get higher up, start running things, get more responsibility. That's how you'll feel better as a human being, especially as a man. When you're starting to like run things, help more people, create things like that'll fix all your fears and insecurities of feeling, you know, unmasculine or whatever, because you don't look big enough. I don't know. So guys need to get out of that mindset. Women need to get away from worrying about being fat. Like, it's the worst thing. Oh my God, I ate 7 bananas and then my bellies went out. Yeah, and when you wake up tomorrow morning, it'll be back in again. Like, it's so sad that people get fixated on these short-term things. Like, that's not why you should get into this diet. That's not why you should get into health. You should get into health because of this fantastic journey of life that you can support yourself on. You know? So, no, I don't believe a meat diet is ever healthier than a vegan diet. You can take a processed vegan diet, drinking alcohol, smoking cigarettes, and taking drugs now and again. That kind of vegan diet, the kind of vegan diet they have maybe at the vegan camp out or whatever, and then have a paleo organic, farm organic, like natural whatever paleo diet. The shit vegan diet's better. You know, it's better. Every time. The only thing I would worry about in a vegan diet is oil. So one thing that can certainly make a vegan diet potentially is bad. You know, if you're super high in the oils, which some vegans are. But apart from that, meat is such a bad food in so many ways. You have to dive into that and learn about it. Unfortunately, a lot of people skipped past that, went to the fruitarianism, went to the detoxification, didn't go back to the building blocks of like, why the hell am I not eating meat? Let me look at that first. Let me look at that for a year, 6 months, so I get to the point that I'm clear, I'm never doing it again. I mean, at UK Fruit Fest, we never used to have a talk about why you shouldn't eat meat. Last year was the first time we put in a talk about why a vegan diet is better. And I got Dr. Rick Dina to go through that. And he said, surely everyone knows this. I'm like, they don't, Rick. They don't. We have people leave this festival and go and eat meat. We need to get them off the food of death and disease. We need to make it simple and clear for people, you know. So I don't want to eat the foods or consume the foods of death and disease. If you want to, it's your choice, but you have to be aware that that's what it's doing to you. Death, disease, disability, that's the risk you face. And I don't wish that on anyone. And I am sad that people are still eating meat in my own friendship circle, family, and all the rest of it. And you know, but maybe you've got a different opinion. Maybe you're going to tell me I'm wrong. For a lot of people, you know, it's not about health. They're not worried about health, I guess. I just think people should be worried about health. I think they should see it as so important. I think you're wrong to not see it as important. So anyway, thank you for watching. And I have a brand new book out right now called The Raw Food Lifestyle 101. I'd appreciate if you go and check it out. If you've enjoyed my videos, it's more of my thoughts and philosophies on the raw food lifestyle in one place. And the 6 great bonuses with it. You want to get it now, and it's on a special offer, half price. So check it out and see if it's right for you. If you think it might be right for someone else, why not share it with them? Or if you've heard someone that says they want to get a book or whatever, share it with them, you know. Thank you very much for watching. Feel free to leave your comments below, and I'll see you in another video.